I'm going to take you on a breadcrumb trail, step by step. Now, I'm not asking you to pick up the breadcrumbs. I'm not asking you to consume them or even adopt them. What I'm asking you is to listen to the crumbs that I'm presenting. And if you don't agree with the crumbs that I'm presenting, then go find some other ones. Both are okay. But what I'm going to present to you are facts, figures, numbers, logic. And if you decide to eat the breadcrumbs, eventually you'll get to the bread loaf, which is being baked right now and is almost ready for presentation at the table that you sit as an actor in the play. So when the bread is presented to your table, the problem is the check's already been cashed. Now, if you're still here, you're ready for this information. So number one, we're moving from Web 2.0 to Web 3.0. The SWIFT system, hint one, study, was created before the internet. It's an old archaic banking system, is how we move money across the rails, across countries. That system is very flawed and often gets hacked. So you can't move into a new banking system with an old archaic banking system. We also detached from the gold standard in 1971. The World Economic Forum was created in 1971 by a gentleman named Klaus Schwab. Go deep and figure out what family he's connected to. So in 1971, President Nixon detached us from the gold standard. From that point on, we became a completely debt-based society that every single dollar that's presented to each other in America is someone else's debt. They've been printing money into oblivion, getting us ready for this moment in time. Now, cryptography's been around for a very long time. So we'll fast forward to 2006, 2007. All of a sudden, somebody allowed a bunch of people to do non-income stated loans, and the whole housing market was a big financial collapse to test the system and see where we're at. So the very people that they gave these loans to and collapsed the system and foreclosed on their homes are the very people who took your homes back, the inventory, who got bailed out by the central banks, which would be your banks. Okay, so then we fast forward to around 2019. All of a sudden, they raised the debt ceiling for some reason. The World Economic Forum, they practiced for a C word. And then by 2020, our whole world gets flipped upside down. During this time, there's ISO 20002 migration was coming in from the Swiss system to move about 80% of the banking rails onto a new messaging system. So the C word put us all onto our phones, onto Zoom calls, slowed down the movement of money through lack of travel, and completely shake the monetary system to cripple the normal everyday person. So they pushed the C word as far as they could to get us used to the technology that we'll be using for our new monetary system. And now the next narrative, which is war. Around January, a narrative started that we're going to take Russia off the SWIFT system. And then all of a sudden yesterday, Russia cyber attack against Ukraine in the banking system. So click right here, hundreds of free YouTube videos. Don't trust a word I say. Trust the feeling and vibration it creates and act accordingly. Warriors, rise!